The Lost Wand. Episode 3. The Enchanted Alder Tree. It was a sunny summer's day. I was on a journey through the woods, on a quest to find the Enchanted Alder Tree and help Fedelia, the forager fairy, locate her lost wand. I'll show you my sketchbook to explain the story. Flip, the spellmaker fairy, had given me directions to the tree, and I had the magical map given to me by Fedelia that would direct me to the right place. I set off on my journey through the woods. By the river, I found the mushroom circle shown on the map, and then, in the mossy nook of a tree trunk, some fairy spell bottles. I must be heading in the right direction. Did you know that alder trees have tiny cones that hang from their branches? So when I found these on the pathway, I knew I was getting closer. It wasn't long before I came to this tree, and something about it made me stop. It had leaves that were round and bright green, and there were the tiny cones growing on its branches. And then I spotted, sitting on a leaf, an iridescent blue beetle, the alder beetle Flip had told me about. This was definitely an alder tree, but was it the right one? I looked it up and down, but couldn't spot a door. Then, as I looked past a smaller branch growing at the base of the tree, there it was, the fairy door. I was at the right tree. But where were Flip and Fedelia? I looked around me, but they were nowhere to be seen. I decided to wait, so I put away my camera and took out my sketchbook. As I looked up, there, sitting on a mossy branch, were Flip and Fedelia, smiling down at me. Had they been there all along? Flip had the hood of his jacket up. Fedelia had clearly made her delivery to the lavender laundry, as all the lavender was gone from her backpack. Flip flew down from the branch and alighted on the ground. "You found it," he said, sounding pleased. From his satchel, Flip pulled a small silver thimble, a sprig of rosemary, and a little flower. He bent down and took a scoop of earth from the forest floor, and then he recited this spell. "Gather round the elements four, let nature's gift unlock the door. A sprinkle of earth, both strong and true. A sprig of rosemary, the fairy's clue. And then to finish, a bit of yarrow, combined to point just like an arrow. In harmony their powers blend, a fairy's magic wand they'll send." As Flip spoke these words, his wand lit up with a glittering light. All of a sudden, there was a loud barking and a splash as an excited dog bounded through the water by the tree. Both fairies immediately disappeared, leaving just the thimble lying on the ground. Just as quickly as it had arrived, the dog was gone, called to heel by its owner. Had the spell worked, or had the disturbance disrupted its power? The fairies were nowhere to be seen. So I picked up the thimble and placed it carefully on the mossy branch, when I noticed something in the moss on the branch. Was it? Yes, it was. It was Fedelia's lost wand. The spell had worked. But where was Fedelia? I hoped she hadn't been scared away. But then as I looked, suddenly a little hand came out and snatched it away, and I knew it had been returned to its owner. As I made my way home, I passed a field full of yarrow flowers. Next time I lose something, I'll gather some of these and make my own finding spell. I hope you'll join me again on my next adventure in the magical woods. Today's episode was brought to you by the Alder Tree.